back, Super Smarties. It's no longer Sunday. It's actually our school week. It's actually the day after Sunday, which is Monday. But we're not in school together again. We're still in hallway school. So we're going to change up our calendar a little bit today. And what I'd like you to do is think about where you can put these words. Now, my students, I provided composition books for. So I'd like you to open up the composition book, find a blank sheet, and this is what we're going to be adding to that. And use a pencil, unless you're going to trace over the words, and then invite someone who's older to write in a highlighter, and then you're going to trace over those words. But this time I'm not going to go completely from scratch. I'm going to fill in the missing information, and then we're going to play a little context game, a contextual game. Using context clues, we're going to figure out what the sentences mean and which one fits with our picture. So first I want to do a shout out to Faith. Welcome, Super Smarties. Let the learning begin. Faith came yesterday and brought me this. Woo woo! Made my day. See me? See the resemblance? I look just like it. Yay, Faith! I want some more for more people. Mail makes me feel good. Alright, so we're going to think about what yesterday was, and it was the first day of the week, which was Sunday. So let's come to the bottom, where we know this information is showing the past, the present, and the future. And yesterday was Sunday, first day of the week, so we go to the top of our SMART chart, and we know that Sunday is at the very top because it's the first day of the week. And it's also a compound word, Sunday. Has to be capitalized because it's a proper noun. Yesterday was face space, sun, S-U-N-D-A-Y. And we're going to put a period there. So if yesterday was Sunday, using the chart and thinking about the pattern, we just have to come down one day to the next day. This is the first day of the week, but this is the first day of the school week and the work week, and that's called Monday. Today is Monday, like mittens, capital M-O-N, and the chunk of day. Just a telling sentence, so we're going to put a period. And this is the of love. So I'm going to put a little heart over it so that your brain can remember that's the sound of when we're sounding it out. Tomorrow will be, so we're going to go one day past Monday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Face space, capital T-U-E-S, and the chunk of day. D-A-Y. Now I'm writing very quickly and some of the words were already up on the board. So one of the things that you can do is just pause the tape and go back and pick up all the words that you didn't have written down, and then join us after you've completed one sentence, then the other, and then the third. And remember, once you write them down, go back and reread them. The more you tuck and point, touch and tell, the more your brain is going to build the connection between what I look at and what I point to and what I see and what I say all mean the same thing. And this word doesn't change from day to day. The past, what day represents the past? Yesterday is always going to be yesterday. And today is always going to be today. Now we're going to transfer this information up. So I'm going to go to the top. Today, face space is face space. And I look down and I know that the present is represented in the middle sentence. So it's Monday. Just like March, capital M-O-N, and day, it's still that chunk of day, D-A-Y. Then a comma. Today is Monday, March. Now, this is almost the last day of the month. We're going to slide out of March and roll into the fourth month of April. But it's still the third month. And yesterday was 29, so the 9 rolls back to a 0, and the 2 rolls up to the next digit in the count sequence, which is 2 goes to a 3. So I put a 3 in the tens place. I put a 0 in the ones place. 30, then a comma, and it's still 2020. Or, which means instead of, we can just show it numerically. January, February, March is 3. Dash is kind of like a comma. Then 30 is 3 in the tens place, 0 in the ones place, then dash 20. Now, if you look here, this is our activity. I don't want you to copy both sentences. I only want you to draw or sketch the picture and then find the correct sentence and label the picture with that. We're going to look for what's called context clues. So when I look at the first picture, it's over here, and I see, yeah, it's a cat. And what is that cat on? It could be a wall. It's actually supposed to be a little bed or a mat. So the cat is sitting on a mat. Mat, M-A-T, and this is a C-A-T. So the cat is on the mat. And what does it look like he's doing? Are his eyes open or are they closed? They're closed. And he has a little speech bubble because he's making a sound. Look carefully. Doesn't look like a word. It just looks like a single letter, and it is. It's a Z and a Z and a Z. So let's say the sound of that all together. Zzz. So it's kind of like he's doing what? He's sleeping. As an author and an illustrator, if you were to try and represent your character sleeping, you could make a little speech bubble with the little Z's, and that would represent the sound that comes out with the exhale. And we just do a Z. It kind of sounds more like an SH, but we do a Z. So that's representing that he's sleeping. His eyes are closed, and it looks like he's not moving. And he's saying zzz, so he's sleeping. So let's look at my sentences. So here's the first one. This is a high frequency word. It's the. And this is the label for cat, and if you look carefully, C-A-T, C-A-T. So that's also cat. The cat, another high frequency word, and this is in our sentence representing today. Today is, so there's that word. We're using other places where we've written the word to reference so we can draw it back up, because we're going to apply that same learning in this context as well. The cat is. Now this is important because this is the verb. This is what the cat is doing. So let's look carefully at the letters. This is an R, like a rabbit, and it says er. This is a U, like an umbrella, ra. This is an N, like your nose, run. And then when ing gets together, they say ing, like as in ring, running. And even though there's two N's, we're only hearing the N sound once. It's kind of drawing itself out. The cat is running. The cat is running. Does it look like the cat is running? I've heard of sleepwalking, but I've never heard of sleep running. So I'm not sure that that sentence works with this picture. So the picture is going to tell us what we should be finding in the words. Remember, when you look at a picture, the picture carries a message. The message in this picture is of a sleeping cat. The words carry the meaning. So we're using the context of this picture, and we're looking at the words to see which one best describes what the picture shows. They have to be connected. So this word and this word, it's exactly the same. So if it was the here, what is it here? The. If it was cat here and here, what is it here? Cat. The cat. If it was is here and here, what is it here? Is. The cat is running. The cat is, oh, that doesn't look like running because the letters are different. They are not the same. So when we see this letter, what sound do we expect to hear? Like the sun. This is an L, like lion, like my Lindy lion. My Lindstrom lion. Where's my line? Oh, I just have pause. Oh. So. Now there's two E's. So there's a little chant that says, when two vowels go walking, the first one does the talking and always says his name. So this E isn't making any sound, it's giving its power over, and this one's making its second sound. So it's slee, slee. How about this one? P of pig, sleep. And remember I said when ing get together, it makes the ing sound like in ring. Running, sleeping. The cat is sleeping. Does it look like the cat is sleeping? It does. Bing, 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 bing. So if we were going to label this sentence to match this picture, we were going to pick the sentence that best represents what we see. Would we pick the first sentence or the second sentence? The one on the top or the one on the bottom? The cat is running. The cat is sleeping. The cat is sleeping. So this sentence represents this picture. The cat is running. The cat is sleeping. Now let's look at our second picture. What do you see here? This is a picture of a what? This is a zebra. Zebra. My son has one and his name is Zeba, but this is a zebra. So let's look at the sentence. This is a high frequency word. It's the first letter in the alphabet and it's saying its name. A, or in my class we call it a. That way we can differentiate between a letter and a word. So for the purpose of our sentence, we're going to say a. But many people say a. A. Now this is a zebra. Let's look at this letter. Z. Z. And Z says Z. This is an E. It's saying its name. Z. This is a B. It's saying B, like in ball. A zeb. This is an R. Like as in rabbit. And this is saying just like this one. A zebra. Let's look at this word. This is a high frequency word. It starts with an H. It's then there's an A. Ha. Z. Has. A zebra has stripes. A zebra has stripes. Look at the zebra. Does the zebra have stripes? Now let's look at the sentence. Zebra has. Look here. This is stripes because it has a T. Let's look at this one. Then a P. Spots. A zebra has stripes. A zebra has spots. Look at the zebra. Which one does the zebra have? Does he have stripes or spots? Remember, the picture carries a message. The words carry the meaning. So which one represents the meaning of the picture? The top one, a zebra has stripes, or the bottom one, a zebra has spots? It's the top one. A zebra has stripes. So in your composition book or on a piece of paper or on a whiteboard or a white mat, do the best that you can to try and draw a zebra and then label it with this sentence. A zebra has stripes. Do your best to draw a cat sleeping on a mat with a little speech bubble and write underneath it, the cat is sleeping. And then what you also can do to extend the learning is add something else about the cat. Add something else about the zebra. You could look up a zebra on the internet or in a book and find out some information, and using informational text, write something real or true about a zebra. And the cat, you could make up a little made-up story. So one would kind of be a narrative about a cat, and it could be a fictional narrative, and the other could be informational text. So, it was great sharing the calendar with you today. Goodbye, Super Smarties. Come back ready to learn. Till later. Here's some love. Put it inside and some pride. Super teacher.